Welcome back, everybody. Today we're somewhere beautiful doing something stupid. Shocking, I know. We've got another landing challenge today. It's a bit of a twist on the first landing challenge in the game. The runway at Courchevel is about 1,700 feet long, significantly angled, and a bit windy since, it's on the side of a beautiful French mountain. The first curated landing challenge in the game tasked players with landing a single-engine prop plane there. No problem, it was a gorgeous flight and a nice little landing. Well, I suppose we better try to land the biggest aircraft in the game on that peaceful little piece of asphalt. Heck, the 787 is a mere 224 feet long and weighs in at an absolute minimum of nearly 300,000 pounds. The 747, 250 feet long and nearly 500,000 pounds empty. Seems like those are exactly the type of aircraft contemplated by the city airport authority when they built the runway. With a runway elevation of around 6,500 feet and a slope of nearly 19 degrees, not to mention, the mountains everywhere, there's really no hope of a go-around. Consequently, this place is considered one of the most dangerous landing spots in the world. Let's see how it goes. By the way, if you enjoy this, please be sure to like and subscribe. It's free for you and it really helps out a small channel like mine. I'm a pilot and a former air traffic controller who also happens to make game content in my free time, so Flight Simulator 2020 has been pretty much right up my alley. Also, if you have any challenges you'd like to see attempted, let me know in the comments or on Twitter. I have not flown the 787 much before this. Okay. Boy, that thing is long. Good air brakes, excellent. Parking brake, always important, good. Thrust reversers anywhere here? If you haven't flown the 787 before, don't forget to look up. This flip-down HUD is tremendously helpful. Alright, there's the airport. My gosh, this is beautiful. Oh, geez. A little bit of wind up here. Start dropping some flaps to slow myself down here. The heck? Oh, there's another airport over there. Okay. My snap view thing isn't going to the right airport. Where is it? Ah, okay. I don't know if you've noticed, but the flaps on this thing are crazy. Air brake out. Start dropping some flaps, 200 knots. About 6,000 feet above the runway. Keep in mind, I'm playing this on all the realistic settings as well as the ultra graphics. Alright. Well, that mountain. There's gonna be a mountain in between me and there. So I had attempted this yesterday, but my recording software wasn't working. I ended up with the back wheels not making it to the runway. So I've got a fairly decent idea of the approach that I'd like to do here. But when I did attempt this last time, I crashed. Yeah, we're gonna go right over the peak of this mountain. No problem. The most safe approaches are the ones that are closest to the ground. I mean, any pilot knows that, of course.
1,500.
Whew. Cleared that by 300 feet. No problem. 150 knots. There's a little speed here, but I don't want to get too low. Oh man, 400 feet above the end of the runway. 300 and change. Okay. Tell you what, this flip-down HUD thing is a godsend. Power, 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 power. Oh god. We're below the end of the runway.
300, 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. I didn't even touch down till about halfway up the runway. I didn't even use my thrust reversers there. Jeez. Well, that was something. Think we can get anybody to, like, give us a push? Definitely gonna need some sort of tow vehicle to get out of here. Details on these flaps. The whole aircraft, really, are just so impressive. One of my recent videos talking about my 3 biggest concerns has been met with some concerns as well from some diehard fans. Look at that. Air brakes. And start bringing up the flaps here too, so we can get a good view. There we go. Flaps up. But in short, one of my concerns was that you can't fly under things. Well, one of the commenters, who's himself a very large YouTuber, basically accosted me for wanting to fly under things. This is a simulation, and that sort of thing isn't what you should be doing in the game. Well, if I want to fly all, prim and proper, as I said, I'll go fly in real life. So let's see if we can get out of here. Parking brake. Get up there. Is there a pushback service? Can anybody give me a pushback? No. And a couple commenters pointed out that there actually has already begun a modding scene, which is excellent. I'm thrilled about that. I didn't expect that to happen because this game is also going to be coming out on Xbox. I mean, it would make sense to me, at least, that they would lock everything down, restrict modding except through the marketplace, so that the experience would be relatively ubiquitous between the Xbox and PC. But apparently that's not the case. Ultimately landing that 787, it only took me one failure before I got it. So let's try it with a 747. I do wish that it would save your tail number. Every aircraft that I fly on here is going to be 3459er Foxtrot. Of course, heavy. We'll go ahead and chop some fuel. I'm a little bit concerned about how heavy this thing's going to be trying to come in to land. And live weather, we'll make it early morning. All right, let's see what we can do. Literally the biggest aircraft in the game. Should have... Oh gosh, okay, I'm not overly familiar with the 747. What do we got here? Okay. I just hope the runway has lights. I mean, I would guess it does. Right? I started in the same place, so it should be right in front of me somewhere. Holy goodness, it is windy. The only other flight that I've had in the 747 in this was simulated 2-engine failure attempted landing. We'll get back to that in a challenge later. We'll see what happens. Holy gosh, you can hear the wind. So I cut just a little bit of my fuel. You can see I'm only at about 25%. I mean, the runway's got to be like... It's just not lit up. There's no lights. Holy cow, the wind. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to try this at night. That's... Oh, wait a second. So I think I did see the glide slope indicator. But let's get some light here. Wow, that's cool. Okay. Nice morning. Holy cow. Jeez. These winds are bonkers. Alright. Air brake out, I guess. Nearly 300 knots, no big deal. My snap to view thing keeps clicking to the wrong airport again. This happened. Oh, jeez. Happened in the 787 as well. There is it. Oh man. Oh gosh, I got slow. A little bit of power. A little bit of pitch power. Okay, it's up there. All right. Coming in hot at that mountain.
2,500.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, it cleared. No problem. The hell is that runway? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Nearly where we want to be. Gosh. Tell you what, obviously when you're flying with multiple pilots, you've got one of them calling out the airspeeds and that sort of thing. But that flip-down HUD like the 787 has would be hugely helpful in the 747. Oh, gosh! What the hell? What's... Jesus. Come on. Oh, gosh. Got some wind shear. Jesus Christ. Believe it or not, we're still on final. Holy crap. Nothing like a little bit of crab angle bringing it in. Uh-oh. Power. Come on. Give it to me. Nope. Not gonna make it out of this one. Jeez. Wow. All right. The wind, at least at ground level, is not that much. I wish I could take credit for all of this just being inept pilotage, but it's not. Is there a thrust reverser knob or something here? I think I'm gonna have to come in faster to deal with that wind. Maybe I need to bump up my fuel too. Just for some weight. I mean, maybe the wind won't get me so much if I'm heavier. Thrust reversers? No reason they'd be up there anyway. Oh, right over the runway. Okay, good. It's just, Jesus. Even just the pinks and the purples in the sky. I guess it's just, oh gosh. No time to admire the scenery when you're wrestling a jumbo. from my air traffic control days. I used to deal with 747s that were call sign Gordo military. I think the versions they fly are the 747-200 basically. It's call sign Gordo. Oh jeez. About 2,500 feet above the runway. Seeming like the wind isn't quite so bad. Overspeed. Alright, let's get that gear down there. There we go. You see those white lights at the end of the runway, at the top end of the runway? Those were the only lights that I ever saw at this thing when it was flying at night. Maybe there's an ability to activate the runway lighting or something, but honestly, one of my gripes with the game... Oh gosh, come on, wind. One of my gripes has just been finding out detailed runway and airport information. It's not tremendously easy to do, and it's not overly clear in the game. You can zoom to airport details or something, but it's not very helpful. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. See, I feel like I gotta be faster. Come on, give me the power. Oh, gosh. Jeez. Nope, not making it out of this one. All right. Whew. Alright, there's the runway. Gonna overfly midfield. 5,000 feet above the bottom end of the runway. Speed brake. There's the winds. Sure hope that this aircraft lives to see the rest of this beautiful day. So I know that I've got a button that's labeled thrust reversers on my joystick. And I think that, oh gosh, Jesus. Oh man. If this was a citation, my wings already would have broken off 5 or 6 times. Look at that. Oh, we're rolling. But there's a button on my joystick that's... Oh, gosh. Slow it down. Designated for thrust reversers. So I think that basically I just need to have the throttles up and then hit the thrust reverser button, unrelated to any arming mechanism in the cockpit or anything like that. But I'm not sure. Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Really bad time for some windage here. Oh, gosh, we're going to be close. This is going to be close. Oh, come on. Oh, man. All right. That was unfortunate. Alright, so I went ahead and just set this to clear skies this time. Let's see if we can even get this plane on the ground at this airport before we keep dealing with all this wind shear. If we can manage this in good weather, we'll have to see how much runway we have left to play with. Maybe we'll try this in like a blizzard or something. I mean, this is... But 6,500 foot runway, I mean, you know, snow is going to be a thing up there, of course. Have to give that a shot, maybe. Different challenge, let me know. Let me know if you want to see a 787 land up here in a blizzard or something like that. I don't even know if they have an instrument approach procedure. If nothing else, we'll just GPS eyeball it. Fly by gut. See how that goes. I appreciate the realism, but sometimes this reflection on the windscreen is just problematic. Not even reflection, just sun glare, I suppose. Alright. Gear flaps. 170. Still pretty fast. Keep in mind this thing's 250 feet long, and that runway is only 1,700 feet long. Just to get the back wheels up there is gonna take a lot of runway. My nose wheel will already be down the runway. All right, here we go. Okay, all right. Oh God. Recover. No. Needed to do some rudder turn there. That's okay. We'll get this. Go ahead and chop and drop for now. Let's see here. 250 feet long, trying to land on a 1,700 foot runway. No problem. There's the runway. Overspeed. Overspeed. There we go. I know from a few early runs that this wind is going to get me. Holy cow, it is windy up here. Once again, I've got the live weather on. I just adjusted the time of flight so that I had some lighting. Okay, air brakes, start dropping some flaps. You can even hear the wind. Tried this a couple times, and basically wind shear on final gets me. It's not even microbursts, it's just mountain wind patterns here. Gonna have to keep the speed up just a little bit more than I would like to try and combat that wind. In hindsight, it actually might have been better if I would have left some weight on the aircraft. I'll try that next time. Now here's where you see the importance of that flip-down HUD from the 787. I have no idea what my airspeed is right now, unless I use my mouse, which I can't do. Of course, unless I flip out to third-person view. My hands are a bit full right now. Cleared that mountain by a mile. All right. See the runway at my 1 o'clock there. Oh geez, oh geez. That was not an intention. This is no, oh my God. Oh geez, come on. Recover. Power, 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 power. That's the wind. That's this mountain wind.
1,000.
This is looking good. Gotta keep the power up to get us there. Parking brake. Set flaps.
500.
Chop and drop.
300. 200.
Oh man. Almost caught the tail there. Oh, stop, 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 stop. 70 knots, 60, 50. Oh my God. Turn, 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 turn. Oh my God. That is good enough for government work right there. You know, and to be fair, Microsoft Flight Simulator will say that you've crashed if you try and fly under a bridge, or if you touch any amount of the scenery without your appropriate gear down and everything. So I'm counting that, absolutely. If that wind wouldn't have been quite so high, I might have been able to actually get it stopped before I got up there. Man, look at those flaps. Even the front, even the leading edge flaps are deployed. This is just really cool. Aviation geek like me. Again, I'm not the biggest aviation geek out there. Undoubtedly bigger airplane nerds these days. But man, as somebody with an understanding of the physics and appreciation of the gameplay and whatnot, this is really something. Well, there you have it. The two biggest aircraft in the game landed on one of the most dangerous runways in the world. And if you were curious, it is possible to take off the 787, no problem. And the 747 requires a bit of a headwind, but it can be done, even on realistic settings. If you have any challenges in mind, be sure to let me know either in the comments or on Twitter. If you haven't yet, please be sure to like, subscribe, and tell others about the videos if you think they will enjoy them.